Yo, what is up, you guys? So today we're going to be going over Quake. By far one of the champions that I take to war, I think every time, ever since I took her to rank 5. And so I think the community has a lot of mixed feelings. A lot of people really don't like playing Quake. A lot of people love playing Quake. So I'm here to show an in-depth guide, I guess, on how to I use her at least. So I'll list Quake's abilities. So her special one has gives off 2 charges of aftershock. Her special 2 gives a concussion, 3 stacks of aftershock. Special 3, 100% stun, and also places 6 charges of aftershocks. So the way I look at it for all her abilities is her special one. I treat it as a special attack that will give me some distance. Her special 2 and her heavy attack, I think of them as on and off switches. Special 3, I think of that as 100% stun, plus a EMP effect because it places 6 charges of aftershock. So the reason Quake is so powerful is because of her concussion, which I'm not sure how many champions have concussion. I know it's not many, but most of them do not have 100% reduced ability accuracy with their concussion. So the way you get a concussion off is holding heavy, have 4 aftershocks expire, and using a special 2. So the reason I treat a special 2 and heavy as on and off switches is because during the moment they don't allow your opponent to use any of their abilities. So you can use Quake in a lot of ways, and I think the problem with some people is that they're not really creative. They see something and they follow it. I mean, which is not wrong if it's good advice, but you should be able to differentiate between the two. So here on this Thorns node, it's Yellow Jacket, which is kind of a bad matchup because he has a 2-part heavy attack, so I lose a lot of ground fast. So basically the way I use Quake for Thorns is that I just try to get 4 stacks of aftershock to get the concussion off. And so what that will do is that while he has concussion, I won't be taking any Thorns damage. I am running full suicides in this fight. I think at the end I lose about 4,000 health or so, but about half of it is because of suicides. I use special attack ones, and also from attacking into him. So I think one of the community's problems is that they don't go outside their comfort zone. So I'm going to show some Alliance War matchups, not actual Alliance War gameplay, but champions you will face in Alliance War. So let's take Hood for example. I see him a lot on, not a lot actually, as much as Doctor Strange, but I see him every once in a while on Unblockable Special 2. So with Hood, after he fires off his special 2, he triggers invisibility, and a duped Hood on cooldown, he is unstunnable. And so what the trick is that you would dodge his first 2 bullets, block the rest, and as soon as the animation is done, you hold the heavy so that he can't trigger his invisibility. Now, if you're fighting a magic, you're gonna have to kind of treat it like a Thorns node. And so basically you just want to have a concussion on as often as possible. And while the concussion is on, you want to push her past her first or second power bar. Alright, so as soon as you enter a fight and you see a Juggernaut, you already know that his special attacks trigger Unstoppable. I did charge a lot of aftershocks at the beginning of the fight, but he wasn't really charging into me, so that's fine. So we know his Unstoppable triggers twice. Second one overriding the first one, so this is when you're first going to be using that heavy attack as an on and off switch. So I could have ended the fight right there, but I'm going to show getting stuck in the corner and how you just hold the heavy no matter what you're doing against Juggernaut. So there he goes, he launches his special attack, and as soon as the animation is done, just hold the heavy. Alright, so for Iceman, I completely forgot that Cold Snap doesn't let you evade, and so that's why I got hit there. But, you know, I recovered, and so as you can see, Ice Armor, it's on a cooldown, and because he had Concussion during the time that it was about to reactivate, he didn't activate his Ice Armor. And so basically the fight is, you know, pretty regular after and not a lot to worry about. As you can see, he's completely stunnable. His Ice Armor won't kick in unless he uses Special 3. Alright, so going into the next fight, it's an Ant-Man fight, and Ant-Man honestly is probably one of the most annoying fights that you could face, in my opinion, just because of his glancing ability. Just drags on the fight so long. I've had fights with an Ant-Man in Alliance War where I actually timed out, which is pretty crazy, considering it's not like he has some crazy amount of health. Anyways, while Concussion is up, you know, you can fight this fight normally, but you know, if you want to avoid getting that glancing, basically you just gotta have him under a concussion effect. And so it's not really a hard fight, but you know, it's a lot faster if he's not glancing. So as you guys can see, you know, he's glancing multiple times during the 5-hit combo, but while he has Concussion off, his glancing ability isn't triggering. So I'll list it again, but Quake's main weakness is distance or ground, because it can happen so fast where, you know, you're at the other end of the stage, and then all of a sudden you're backed into a wall. However, I think Quake's abilities, or well, I guess one ability, Concussion, is powerful and could get you through some hard nodes. Vision, for example, his synthesis is really annoying, but if you hold the heavy attack, and he launches, well, more than likely he will launch a special attack. So as you can see, because he was concussed during the heavy attack, he couldn't do any damage to you, because visions, all their damage come from power burn. You'll see right there, special 2 this time, and no damage. Anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope maybe I turned some heads, and maybe some of you guys will stop using Quake style by just, you know, holding heavy attack until you get comboed in the corner. So the way you play Quake is you treat heavy attack and special 2 as on and off switches, and special 1 and special 3, I guess, is charging an EMP, which eventually goes off. Quake's strong suit is just on any regular node where you can stun, just because you could stall until the aftershock expires, or once the aftershock expires, you get a very lengthy stun depending on how many charges you have. Anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one.